Hey everyone, Lauren Weyerman here, the creator of Wildflowers Nails, and today I am going to do some swatching. So if you have our Wildflowers Crackle Chrome, stay tuned because you'll get to see them in all of their glory, and I'm going to show you a fun, kind of simple artistic way to use it. For those of you who do not have the Wildflowers Crackle Chrome, you're definitely going to want to see these colors. There are 6 of them and they're absolutely beautiful. So I'll begin by doing some swatching and then I'll show you just some simple nail art that's really beautiful. All right, so here we go. Before I get started, I just want to say I have nothing on my nails, so there's my real nails for you. I will be putting something on them later on this week for Master Artist Week, so I'm trying to save them. But I wanted to show you what I am working on here because I'm sure I'm going to get asked. This is just one of our black swatch tips with a little bit of sticky tack on it with a regular black nail tip attached to it. So why do I do this? When working with chrome products, it's important to have the nail at the same height that it would be if it was on a finger going into the lamp. So they're really easy to move in and out of the lamp, but it elevates it just a little bit so that I get the right cure on the product. This is the top coat that I'll be working with. It's a Wildflowers metallic top coat. This is actually like an undercoat that goes on before swatch or before rubbing chrome powder in. So the first thing I'm going to do is apply a thin yet even and smooth coat of the Wildflowers metallic top coat. And really the trick to getting pretty flawless chrome is checking your light line before you cure this, because so the light line is that white line. I've got a great light line. I've got a really great lamp. I'm going to turn this in the light and I'm going to follow this line, and I don't want to see this line breaking apart, getting kind of snagged. I want to make sure it's nice and smooth. Another tip sometimes is to hang the nail tip upside down like this. That will prevent it from pooling on the side. So whenever you're making swatches, you want them to really look their very best for your clients. So I flip that over. I'm going to stick that into the light for a 30-second cure. Now you can under cure these a little bit. I'll get the next one ready. You can under cure these slightly, which isn't a bad idea when working with flakes, which means you could pull it out of the light maybe at about 20 seconds instead of 30. You'll find the flakes stick a little bit more to the nail when you under cure just slightly. So if you're having trouble or your flakes aren't sticking well, consider under curing just slightly. So again, checking my light line. Ooh, I've got something going on over there, you can see. So we'll see if it's worth getting rid of that little snag. I think it'll be okay. I'll just leave it. And so here's our first one cured. I'll put the next one in and we will get going on swatching. All right, so let me move these guys out of the way. And I'm going to grab the very first Crackle Chrome. So if you have the small size, this is the size container they come in, and this is the Crackle Chrome 1. I've had these for a long time, so they have been a little knocked around. Prepare for your table to get a little bit messy as well, because these things, look at that holographic. I love it. These guys love to just float away. So if you have a fan or any type of air moving around in your salon or wherever you're working, you just want to really be careful because you will have a mess on your hands very quickly. I'm going to take my applicator and simply just press it down into those flakes, and then bring that over to the nail and press it onto the nail. And this is the one that has a lot of green in it, which is really beautiful. And something that's really great about these flakes is they are opaque. So this nail isn't sticky. This nail's actually finished. I just put a top coat on it that's a tack-free top coat. So this is not going into a tacky layer. This is going on to a finished nail. You do have to use the right type of top coat to make this happen. So I've pressed the flakes in like that. Let me just move this out of the way so I don't spill it. At this point, what I like to do to get this really smooth and polished, and I'll just do this on half so you can kind of see what this does to the nail as I rub. So I'm just rubbing to kind of polish this. So check out that side, how polished and smooth it is, and then check out this side. So it's really up to you, you know, how you want this to finish. If you leave it a little bit more like this, you do run the risk of getting it into your top coat and contaminating some of your stuff. So I typically like to rub it in really good when I'm working on a tack-free top-coated surface. If I was working and sticking these flakes into a sticky layer, which you can totally do, then you can kind of leave them a little crunchier looking. So in order to finish this swatch, I'm going to coat with the Wildflowers Top Coat Gel. This is a different formula than the metallic top coat. This one is much more protective. And it's super shiny. I mean, this stuff stays shiny the whole time your client wears this. So for weeks, they will come back and their nails will not be dull at all. They will be very shiny. So if you're looking for a really great gel top coat, the Wildflowers Top Coat Gel is pretty killer. And of course, it's tack-free, cures in 30 seconds, and it just has an amazing glass-like shine to it. So there's our first swatch. I am going to stick that into the light and cure it. And here is our next victim. So I will grab, I'm just gonna let my desk get messy. So for those of you with OCD, just bear with me. We'll get through it together and then we'll wipe at the end. This is our Crackle Chrome 2. Ooh, you can see that real pop of like purpley blue in there. So let's open it up and see what it looks like. Oh, very nice. It's definitely got the blues and purples and even a little gray almost. Really pretty. So we'll do the same thing with this one. We're going to take it and we're going to just press those flakes. I like to press it because it really helps for you to see the little flakes in there. You know, when you're turning it in the light, it looks neat to see the chunks. And I mean, you guys can see how much this stuff floats. It is floating. We'll move that out of our way. So here's what it looks like so far, and we'll give it a little rub to get that high shine chrome finish on there. And I am curing these gels for 30 seconds in an LED light. All right. So there's that one. Really beautiful. That rainbow is like so strong on there. It's it's pretty crazy. All right, and again, we'll put our top coat on using the Wildflowers Top Coat Gel. You want to make sure you use your light line even for this final top coat, because if you miss a spot, and your client goes to like wash their hands or use any like hand sanitizer, anything like that, eventually the chrome is going to come off. So you really need to make sure you've encapsulated it well. So there's that one. Pop that in the light as well. And I am going to prepare our next two swatches. So here we go. And again, we're starting with the Wildflowers Metallic Top Coat. There's one, two. Another tip for when you're working on nails like this, it's really easy to hang your brush over the back of the nail. What do I mean by that? Let me explain. Because if you are somebody who gets into, I'll just do the other two as well. If you're somebody who gets into like making press-ons for people, The issue is if you start your brush back here and it hooks over the edge of the nail, you're gonna get a glob of top coat. So it's always best to put your brush down, slide back, and pull forward. But you're gonna end up with a glob of top coat underneath the edge of the nail, and you definitely do not want that. And one more, and then you won't have to watch me do this. So again, just be really careful that you're not hanging your brush off of the back end of the nail tip when you're doing your swatches, or, you know, any type of nails that you get to do this way. I think we're used to putting our brush down and sliding back on people, but it's a little bit different on these guys. All right, so getting these two out that we've done already, and I'm gonna line these up in my lamp quickly. All right, and we've got the light on. So here are our first two. This is Crackle Chrome number 1, Crackle Chrome number 2, which is really beautiful. And now we'll get ready for our Crackle Chrome number 3. And let's see what this baby looks like. I have a feeling this one is maybe a blue as well. Oh no, I'm totally wrong. This one is a gold sort of wine color, really, really nice. I love this one. I think I choose this one a lot actually when I'm doing art. So let me grab a swatch out of my lamp, just finished curing, and we'll go ahead and swatch this. Oh yeah, this is a really nice one. We have another product at Wildflowers called Robot Dandruff, and it comes in a very similar color. It's sort of a, I like to call it like a watermelon finish. It's got kind of the pink and the green to it. So press that on there. Now I'm gonna rub it in. Okay, and let me show you something that happened on this one because I put a bunch of nails in there. Sometimes when you go to cure, do you see how it's not, it's a little bit, I don't want to say tacky, but over on this end, look at how the light line is dispersed and kind of softened compared to over here. See the sharpness of the line? And then look what happens when it gets over here. This product is under cured just a little bit over here. Now, when we put it back in the light, it will finish curing the rest of the way, so it's not like a real big deal, but it's good to recognize that and know what under cured chrome looks like, because sometimes your client will position their hand in the light and the side of their thumb or their pinky or one of their nails, or if they have very deep nail grooves, sometimes you'll get some under curing, and so you want to recognize that when that happens so that you can fix it. All right, so there is that one. I feel like you really see it well when it comes out of the light and you compare them side by side. So let's go on to CC number 4, Crackle Chrome 4, and I'll grab a swatch here. So here it is. This is the one I think that's like really blue. Yes, I love this one so much. It's gorgeous. All right, making messes today on YouTube. All right, so I'm going to grab some of these flakes and pow, get these flakes on there. Love the flakes. And you can pick them up and scoop them down if you want. Or if you just want to press and do them that way, you can do it that way. But just pressing these out and then giving it a good rub to polish it to a high shine. All right, so from here, now that we've rubbed this in, I am going to add the Wildflowers Top Coat Gel. Ooh, it's getting messier and messier, isn't it? I can see it. It's like the minute a breeze blows through here, it's all gonna fly up and float away. The best way to clean the chrome off of a surface, like I'm working on a silicone mat right now, which is really great because it usually does stick down to it and stay put. The best way that I found is to wipe my silicone mat with alcohol or acetone. So get that baby in the light and let's see where we're at so far. Oh, I want to wipe that so bad. You have no idea how bad I want to wipe that. So we have Crackle Chrome number 1, Crackle Chrome number 2, and I'm trying not to get these two mixed up. Oh, I put that one back. It wasn't done carrying. Crackle Chrome number 3. So I'll pick these up for you to show them off. Ooh, pretty, pretty, pretty. And now Crackle Chrome number 4. A lot more blue to it. So there they are. I'm gonna have to take you outside too. We'll go outside. I'll go into some different lighting situations because the rainbow is just kicking up so hard on this under this light that it kind of makes it a little bit tricky to really see the variation in color. So it's fun to see it in different lights. All right, Crackle Chrome number 5. Let's check this one out. Ooh, this one's got, I think, a lot of like fuchsia in it. So we'll get this on here. Yeah, I love this one too. If you're a sort of a fuchsia, pinkish, it's not really pink, but it's kind of pink. It's like pink and gold. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so there's that one, and put some top coat on this. Wildflowers Top Coat Gel. All right, and we have one more to do. And that is Crackle Chrome number 6. Now this one I know has a lot of gold in it and it's really cool. All right, fancy, fancy. I'm having fun kind of dumping this down the center of the nail first to really get the flakes. That was too much. Don't be wasteful, people. All right, wow. All right, so there is Crackle Chrome number 6, and we'll top coat this and then we'll check them all out side by side, and I'll definitely capture some footage, go on a little light, I call it the light field trip. I have to do that with the cat eyes as well because they just look different in every light. All right, so pop that baby in. And something else, this is just a tip from me, something else that you want to kind of do if you can is take either some nail polish or metallic Sharpies tend to work really well to do this, to be able to mark your stick so that you know what color is what. I was just looking to see if I had something handy in my drawer and I don't, but it's important because these eventually are going to get mixed up and then you're going to be like, oh, I don't know which one's CC1 and which one's CC2 and which one is this and which one is that. So if you write it on the underside of the nail with like a metallic Sharpie, that tends to work best for me. And we've got our last one to add. It's a very gold one. So I'll put that there. I'm gonna do a quick, very satisfying wipe of my desk before I move on to the next little art that I'm gonna show you. So this is just some like scrub fresh and just a quick wipe with a paper towel tends to do the trick. Get all of this off of my desk, or at least as much as possible. And it makes the least mess. You don't want to go trying to like dust it and making it all go airborne. because it can't be good to inhale the flakes. All right, so here we go. We are going to be doing some art now, and I have a set of these. Hopefully you will have seen them on our social media by now. This is a really cool look. I'm going to be utilizing the black glass gel from Wildflowers. So putting this on, and working with glass gel can be a challenge. Trying to get it like nice and even can be tricky sometimes. So be patient. Don't hook your brush on the end of the nail. All right. And you can see, do you see those little black spots at the very top, right? Like in there? That's from hooking my brush. Exactly what I told you not to do. So we have these great applicators at Wildflowers. I find myself having to come up underneath to clean that away, because again, if somebody tried to actually wear this nail on their finger, they would end up having an issue because there's like a lump of black gel polish underneath there. So you can do this in one coat, you can do this in 2 coats. It's really kind of up to you. You know, you just want to try to get it as smooth and even as you can. So I'm going to just leave it at that, because I'm going to put a big stripe down the nail that is going to add the chrome part. So I'm curing it right now, and then I'm going to go, just like we did for our swatches, I'm going to work with the Wildflowers Metallic Top Coat, and I'm going to put this all the way down that nail. We are going to need some Scotch tape, of course, the trusty Scotch tape, so great. And then we have to pick which color do we want for our stripe? I don't know. I'm going to go with, I always end up picking this one right here. Maybe, oh gosh, this is hard. Let's do 2. Why not, right? Let's actually do these 2. This is CC1 and CC4. Shoot, might as well do CC3 as well. We'll do these 3. We'll kind of like do a little something, something down the nail. So I'm going to open these 3 up. So there's 1 and 3. And now I wouldn't go through all the trouble of doing this if I wasn't going to do it on at least 2 fingers. I would be doing this probably on all 10 fingers if I was in the salon. You know, just because. All right, so first we're going to apply the Wildflowers Top Coat Gel to this nail. This is going to make it so that it is chromable. So we'll go ahead and stick that in the light for 30 seconds and make sure you have that positioned really well in the light. Now, we're going to use the Scotch tape, and it's not anything to, I'm trying to look through the camera to do this. That's funny. You ever go to a dentist that does a root canal while like wearing these goggle things, and you're like, how can they even like, I guess you just, your hand-eye coordination changes. You get used to it, but wow, that's hard for those of you making videos. You'll have to try it. It's interesting. All right, so here's my tape. So what I'm gonna do is take this nail and we're gonna add the tape. So gonna have a piece right there. Best we can. And we're gonna add a piece over here. Best we can. All right, and so now we'll apply our colors. I am just gonna use one eyeshadow applicator to do this. So, got our Crackle Chrome 1 up in the top, which fades into our Crackle Chrome 2 in the middle. which fades into our, oh, was that, I don't know. You guys remember which ones I grabbed. I don't think it was two. All right. So now make sure your flakes aren't on the loose, because if your flakes are on the loose, they're going to get on the rest of the nail, and you definitely do not want them on the rest of the nail. I'm going to have my top coat gel ready to go here, and I'm going to gently peel one side. Oh, and look, we can use it to pick up all of this flakes everywhere. Ah! And we'll peel the other side. There we go. And we have this amazing holographic stripe going down the nail. Now, you do need to protect this, so grab your Wildflowers Top Coat Gel, and we'll get a stripe going right down this nail. Try not to swipe over the stripe part a million times, because you'll eventually start to pull the product off, like the chrome product. So try to really just get it like one good time and then get the sides. But there we go. An amazing rainbow racing stripe. Beautiful. All right, so here are our swatches while our little rainbow racing stripe is curing. And I am going to walk around and capture some footage of these nails out in the real life light of the world. Ooh, look, when it's that way, you can really see a difference in some of those colors. Very cool. All right, so these are them. All I did was turn around and just get in some kind of natural light in my room. And here's what they look like in the natural lighting. So this is like without sunlight. I guess this would be like artificial lighting kind of, but not exactly, because it's coming from the window. So there's that. All right, so here the nails are outside, but in the shade. And I'm gonna walk over here into the sunlight so you can see what these nails look like in the sun. My shadow doesn't block them. So here they're in the sun. You can really see, again, that holographic rainbow. So the rainbow really sticks out when you're in the sunlight. And when you're in the shade, or when you go back into natural lighting, then all of a sudden you can see those chameleon colors on there, which are really beautiful. So, all right, guys, coming to you live from my house. That is it. I hope you enjoy the video. I hope you try the nails. And I hope to see you at some of my in-person upcoming classes that I have going on. I will be at Nail Camp. We have Master Artist Week. And of course, don't forget about Elite Week, which is coming in the early spring of 2021. Bye, guys. Thanks for watching. So don't forget, you can shop online anytime at wildflowersnails.com to get any of the stuff that you saw in the video. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram as well at Wildflowers Nails and at Wildflowers Nail Shop. We have Master Artist Week coming up in just probably, oh my goodness, I think 4 weeks. I'm so excited. We only have 20 spaces in the class, and there are still just a couple spaces available. This is a week where you work directly with me. I guide you through creating 49 different nails, and it is just an unforgettable week. It will change your career. We have this class once a year. So 2020 almost sold out. We'll be launching the dates for 2021 coming up very soon. But that's how you become a master artist. Be sure to subscribe for a new tutorial every Thursday. And of course, again, our website, wildflowersnails.com, you can find all of our goodies.